past years when you were 11, 12, 1 o'clock at night being in a public session. So I thank you for your service, seeing you there. But the soup kitchen, it's really a shame, me being a Vietnam veteran and fighting for another country, and a lot of our soldiers are now over in different parts of the world, and we're fighting over a soup kitchen and feeding people, okay? Just like warming centers, we fight over where it is. It's really a shame, but yet I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying, okay? But when you fight over those things and you don't remember that these people are, you know, some people are paycheck away from it, okay? And it's really a shame that we have to be like that and say we don't want it in our community. It's almost like the north of the country. They don't want any affordable housing in the areas. They fought against it until they were made to do it. So I feel very sad that we have to be here and go through that. But yet I understand, and we also had some concerns because I was the Commissioner of Recreation and ran the Armory, all right? And I know the area, all right? I know the area very well. And I think the mayor has asked to hold that down so we can put some things in place to cover some of those things that you're concerned about. And we will do that, okay? We will make sure, as if I live there, we will have the same concern that you're concerned about, okay? The soup kitchen, I'm sorry, the dome. I spoke to Mr. Bernstein, okay? Ms. Gabay, hello. I haven't seen you in many years. I haven't been over there. I was one of the ones that helped to put the first contract in place. So that's how long ago it was. And as I explained to Mr. Bernstein when we talked, all right, actually the first contract, and I know you remember, that dome was supposed to come down each and every year, okay, because of the lack of open space, all right? And it was because of Mayor Davis, he allowed you to leave it up. Because I believe, and I spoke to Mr. Bernstein, and I said to him, that I don't believe your bubble was supposed to be the one that would be up 24/7 for years. So you probably have the wrong, bubble that's up there. But that's just me as a layperson, thinking about that and that. But again, I also thank you for taking it down, concerned about the injury of people in there. And I'm glad everything is all right. But the mayor has been talking to us. As Commissioner Morton has said, we are negotiating, we're trying to work it out. So it's not like we're just sitting on, sitting back on our laurels and not paying attention to exactly what's going on. Okay, so we will be in touch with you. We know you're losing money, and so is the city of Mount Vernon. Okay, we're losing money as well. Donald Moore, it was already said, by Councilman Wallace, that it's in the law department's hand. We researched as far as we can go as a city council, all right? But I spoke to Commissioner Kelly about this as well, all right? But there's some issues that are of concern that he has to work around and the city has to work around. But I think you have to do what you have to do, okay? Because it's not just you. You're fighting for yourself, but you're also fighting for other retirees. So I would say, do what you have to do as a person of concern, all right? But it's not that we're sitting back, it's just that it's above our pay grade. All we can do is push it. But Mayor Thomas is here, who's new, and I'm glad he's here today to see. He sat here for 4 years listening to stuff like this. But now, him being the chief executive officer, okay, he has to make sure, as we've said for the last 4 years, he's the one that makes things happen, all right? And I have some trust in him. It's been 1 month and 10 days. No honeymoon period. No honeymoon period at all. We're supposed to get 100 days, well, that's the average, 100 days of honeymoon period. But he's strong, young buck, he can do it, and I'm going to help him as much as I can. Because we were dealt, the people wanted him in, now he's here. So I'm not going to blast him. I'm going to give him some time to work this out. As long as he works with the council, we think everything will be all right, okay? Mr. Baskerville, who I've known since he was is he still here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I've known him since he was a little boy, okay? His father and I were very good friends. I accept your apology, but I appreciate what you've said and how you say it. And we'll work, everything is recorded. We asked our legislative assistant and also the deputy city clerk, all right, to write out, record, and do those things, and we go line by line, hoping to be able to solve things, okay, so the next time you come, it's basically been solved. Mr. Harris and I met. Mr. Harris is still here?
No.
He left. Okay, but Mr. Harris was here last year and he blasted us each and every 2 weeks. Okay, I sat down with him and said, Mr. Harris, it's not necessary to talk to us in that tone, talk to us. He was gone for 2 weeks, but the brother's back. You know, back with a vengeance, okay? But it's okay, because we appreciate the community coming out, keeping our feet to the fire. That's why you voted for us. That's why I'm very surprised that Miss, you know, she wants me to be somewhere, and I didn't know what she was talking about. But I'm going to talk to Nora Gilmore. You know, she blasted me. You know, actually, Mr. Wallace, Councilman Wallace, it's his committee that handles that. I've been doing this going on 10 years. And remember, I worked for the city of Mount Vernon for 20 years. I was the emergency services manager, and they called me out at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm older than Mr. Wallace. About 18 years older than Mr. Wallace. All right? He's come out here, his first man, he can deal with it. I'm not going to go out there unless it's necessary, but believe me, I'm out there. Ms. Gilmore said, I'm on campaign mode. We're always in campaign mode, okay? But you got 2 years to look at what I do. If I'm good, vote me out. Mr. Wallace is trying to get term limits, okay? Term limits, it's on me. Term limits are coming, all right? But like people said, please, you don't have to use profanity, okay? Because what you say is very valid, and how you say it is very, very tough, okay? And believe me, we listen to you, but I understand your passion, and I appreciate you coming out and doing what you do. The last person that spoke, I think she talked about the soup kitchen as well, and I think I covered that. And that's Perillo, I believe her name was.
That's right, Perillo.
Perillo, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. But I think basically that's it, because I am the chairperson of Public Safety and Codes. Someone had mentioned about the water. You know, we're all concerned. Most people here drink bottled water. Okay? But I visited the water system in the last administration. It was the first time that I was able to see how that system worked. They test our water a couple of times a day to see what's coming in. A couple of times a day. America's very good at what they do, all right? In some parts of the world, not all lives matter, to the point that we would be concerned about what's going on, okay? So what's happening in Flint, Michigan, you know, we're going to make sure it never happens here, but you just never know, because our infrastructure is such, it's so old. What happened to them, okay? You know, there's always stuff in our water. That's why we have filters. Okay, but like I said, probably 80% of you drink bottled water. Okay, you don't even want to drink the water. I have a filter that I put into my coffee system. You know, I use that from the tap. Okay, but we need to be able to trust our government more, because right now people, you don't trust us, man. You don't like us at all. The only 2 people you trust on this council probably is Wallace and Lisa Cody. Amen. Amen. So, see, yeah, I know that. I know that. Council President. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, trust me. No one came to me, or maybe 20 people in 4 years came to me and said, what is the real deal? I got to tell you the real deal, because I have to sleep at night. All right, but nobody came to me. But I put a robocall out there and said, give us some time and you'll see. People said, don't trust you, I ain't giving you no more time. All right? Now you have Mayor Thomas. Okay? Now you have Mayor Thomas, but again, I'm going to work with him. You have to work with us. Someone called me yesterday and said, I heard your call about volunteerism. One person. And they say, if you can save, if you save one person, you've done the job. He called me and said, I heard your call about volunteering because I asked the public, how many people here volunteer? Okay, and he said, hardly anybody. Okay, got a couple of people here. I'm not asking that. Okay, everybody volunteered. Okay, all right. But what I'm saying is, if everybody put in 2 hours a month to our city, it would be much better than it is. But everybody wants to pass the buck. Okay, give 2 hours to a youth program, to a senior citizen program, to doing something for free. That's the way I love to pick employees that I had. If they volunteer, if you can do it for free, then you'll do it. Okay? But it's, you know, again, it's the lateness, and the council president told me, shut up. He didn't say shut up. He said, slow it down. So I'm going to leave it there, and I think you got it.